Hello, and may you greet yourself as you are in the present moment. May we find some ease and acceptance as we are, where our breath happens to be at the moment. May we bring it inward toward ease and alignment, understanding that our acknowledgement brings softness to the rough edges. Notice the breath as it comes to form, and show it gratitude in your heart and with your energy for it. And this intention will link you to a version of yourself that perhaps you can reach out to with that kind of love. Notice the space between your eyebrows and across your brow, perhaps tense with the idea of meeting a former version or other version of yourself. Acknowledge that feeling and allow it to dissipate as you understand for yourself that you do, in fact, trust yourself with the information that will be presented. In your mind's eye and along that space, inhale through your nose and notice the sensations in your body. And exhale through your mouth. Notice the breath and what happens to it, understanding our intention. Notice where it moves. Bringing your attention again to the space between your brows and across the brow. We tense, we flex, maybe squinting, and release. We tense, we flex, engaging the muscles there, and we release. Perhaps feeling a cool, warming sensation where there was tension. As that trickles down to behind the ears, we notice the ears and its cartilage and the skin across the back of our scalp. We tense, we flex, maybe moving your ears if you can. And we release. Bringing the attention to the back of the shoulders, the top of the shoulders, the rounding of the shoulders. We tense, we flex, and we release, perhaps releasing the day. And that cool warming, traveling as well, we bring the attention to the chest area. And we tense just underneath the collarbones, and we flex the muscles surrounding the armpits, and we release. the tension that was there before. Bring the attention to the front abdomen, the stomach, the belly. And we tense and we flex. And we release like a full breath. Bringing the attention to the mirroring portion of the back muscles. We tense, feeling the side and the space around the spine. And we flex. And we release. Feeling the butt muscles and the space around the hips. We tense, we flex, and we release. Feeling the inner stomach muscles and the hip as a socket and a joint. We tense, we flex, perhaps feeling it in our innermost muscles, and we release. Bringing the attention to the tops of the thighs. We tense, we flex, feeling it expand to the inner thigh and around the knee, and we release, feeling it also inform the booty. Bringing our attention to the space behind the knee. We tense, we flex, and we release. Bringing our attention to the shin bone. We tense, we flex, we release. Bringing your attention to the meat of the calf muscle. We tense, we flex, we churn and squeeze and release. Bringing attention to the top of the foot now, where the ankle meets these parts. We tense, we flex, feeling all of our tendons, and we release. Bringing our attention to the bottom of the foot, perhaps the heart of the arch of our foot. We tense, we flex, and we release. Bringing attention to the space in between the shoulder blades, just behind the heart. We tense, feeling the rib cage around it. We flex, expanding those bone bars, and we release, finding song in the songbird. Bringing attention to the backs of the arms, the tender parts just underneath. We tense, we flex, we release. Allowing our attention to trickle down to the space behind our elbow. We tense, we flex, feeling the fragility of that skin, and we release. Bringing attention to the meat of the forearms. We tense and we flex, feeling innervation, and release, allowing it to trickle down our fingers. Bringing attention to the very tops of the hands. and the tops of the fingers. We tense, we flex, finding length maybe, and we release, bringing attention to the palm of the hand, the undersides of the fingers, and the space between your joints. We tense, we flex, and we release, feeling a cool, warming sensation traveling through the body, comforting it like an ice pack to a wounded child. In your mind's eye or aloud, say to yourself, I am radiant energy. I move beyond and between time and space to learn and discover for the good of all sentience and with the grace, guidance, and good medicine of my ancestors, protected from influence or any source that is not helpful to my journey. I am. Allow these words to pour in through your breath, through your nose, and through every pore in your body. And exhale, making space for the moment. Inhale through your nose. And exhale through the mouth. Inhale through your nose. And exhale through the mouth. Allowing these sensations and the rhythm of the breath to carry them through the body. Inhale through the nose. And exhale through the mouth. Inhale through your nose. And exhale through your mouth. Follow the rhythm of your breath and allow it to carry you like a feather down the path of memory. You reach into your pocket and you take out anything that would distract or hold you back from the moment, and you put it to the side. You notice there's a box already waiting to store these things safely for you. You notice in your pocket, after you have rid yourself of every worry, except for one stone, you see in it yourself, and you realize that it is a moment. It is a moment in your life in which you felt like you were not loved. You felt, perhaps, like your heart was broken, and you see in this reflection the look upon your face. Sometimes that's not so much romantic as it is betrayal from the people that were supposed to protect us. You can see yourself, and yourself can see you now. You find yourself in this moment with this version of you. What is happening. You reach down and hold your hand. You tell yourself that you are safe, that you will be, that you're here, that you're here now. And there is comfort in knowing this. Perhaps you have a message for you. And so you listen. Finally, you hug yourself, feeling the same heart and pressing light into the spine of this other version of you. Now that you are here. Before the moment begins to shift, like a train departing, you step back and turn to find yourself resting at home. But the stone from before has dissolved or gone. All that remains is a sense of relief for the love you could give yourself in that moment. You thank yourself for finding its place and remind yourself that who you are serves many timelines, and sometimes, especially, but not limited to, our younger selves. There's a safety and satisfaction that washes over you and fills your nostrils with a new kind of breath, a more aware, a more filling breath. It's so good that you want to breathe it again through your nose, and so you release it as so. You bring breath awareness to the nostrils so that your inhales and exhales may also reside in your body with this knowledge. You follow the line of breath in through your nose and bring attention to the space between your brows and the space across your brow. And with an exhale, allow that attention to dissolve and dissipate. As that breath travels, we follow it back again to the trail of nerves just behind your ears and across your scalp and hair follicles, tensing and flexing and dissolving in release. Like a skin peeling, it trickles down your shoulders and you find your attention brought there. So you tense and you flex, finding new posture and release. in a much more easeful way. You bring attention to the space in between the shoulder blades. Like a cage, perhaps trapping once was there before. We tense and we flex. And we release, finding length and ease where there once was rigidity. And bring attention to the space behind our heart and the front of our chest. We tense and we flex and we release. Like a puddle to trickle down knowledge into every other aspect of us. Bring our attention to the space underneath the armpits and the side body, tensing and flexing and releasing. We bring attention to the front torso, the mid body, the stomach, the belly. And we tense and we flex, finding strength and also releasing and accepting softness. We bring attention to the mirroring portion of the space around the spine and in between the shoulder blades. And we tense and we flex and we release. We bring our attention to the buttocks and the space around the hips. And we tense, feeling the sit bones, and we flex, feeling where we are in space, and we release, allowing that to inform us more kindly, more gently, with more ease and understanding. We bring attention to the tops of our thighs, and we tense and we flex, feeling the inner thigh and the side of the knee brought into alignment. And we flex and we release. Bringing attention to the space behind the knee, we tense and we flex, feeling information abound, and we release, allowing for smooth travel. We bring attention to the shin bones and the calf muscles, and we tense and we flex and we release. Bringing attention to the very tops of the feet and the length of the toes. We tense and we flex and we release. Drawing all of that energy down and around to the very pits of the soles of our feet. We tense as if absorbing. We flex as if digesting, as if swallowing. And we release as if also connecting. We bring the attention to the soft parts of the underarms and the back of the arms. For what is hidden may now be known, and we tense and we flex. May that knowledge fuel us. May that knowledge move us with creativity and integrity. And we release for right action, bringing the attention to the space behind the elbows. We synthesize because we tense and we flex and we release. Feeling all of that energy, both in and out of the body, integrate. We bring our awareness to our forearms and the ways in which they can sculpt what we create from this awareness. We tense, we flex, and we release. Bringing awareness to the very tops of the hands and the length of the fingertips. We tense, we flex, we release. And again, allowing that energy drawn from the very space at the back of our heart to the very tips of our fingertips. It wraps around, bringing attention to the pit of the palm, the length of the fingers, and the space between the knuckles. We tense, we flex, we release. May we create through presence, through understanding. May we heal from suffering. Follow the breath in and out of your nostrils and through the body. Allow it to bring tangible awareness back to your body. Gently raise your heart and allow your eyelids and your body to follow when it's ready. Be gentle to your left side, perhaps holding it or even resting on it if that's more appropriate. May this serve as a time travel and a time capsule to the version of you that deserves the version that you are now and the version that you aim to be. May it further facilitate these aims. Wato, shiri o shiri koyach. Squista. Thank you. I appreciate you very much. And until next time, Donata koi.